Self-attacks is insane. You've got the fatal bombs behind with the rock. You've got good stun with Toronto, Tokyo, and Mira to kind of disengage.
Bottom lane, stomp out from Toronto, Tokyo. 282,000 able to dodge out the block, but a blood grenade, one more attack, a second blood grenade, first blood to Panto. That's not the best start to the Ursa lane, but Aurora.
No, it really isn't, and especially because this lane can be very deadly for Ursa. Like, I think Ursa really struggles against, high nuke, a lot of lockdown, as you see here on the Bane, because Ursa is not as tanky as the Bane, unfortunately. So even though you might think that Ursa has a good time versus Centaur, I think this is one of the heroes that, can play the game.
Well, we're going to see them make another attempt in the bottom lane. TA2000 gets the kill. Mira, one last auto attack, gets the trade. Foul play in 2 seconds and some wand charges, so feeling pretty safe there.
That's a really good trade for us right now.
Yeah, it's cool. Both teams trade the shrines. Neither one really interested in contesting them after, those little bit of engagements there. But Joe Jr. still doing fine in the mid lane. Not really too far behind. A sleepwalk here. Going to put Warlock in a pretty awkward spot.
He was on Mega dead.
Yeah. I mean, we see Shadow Shaman, Shadow Fiend quite often for this very reason. It's a guaranteed triple raise. Now we say that, here comes the reel in. He doesn't have the ult channeled quite yet. Still has a little bit of extra move speed, but now a nightmare back into the center of this arena. Requiem will be tossed, turns it around, but Kiyotaka quite low, being healed up by Panto. A blood grenade to try and make a little bit of space, and here comes the Rolling Thunder. Kiyotaka gonna shatter here, but a lot of damage being dealt back the other way. Panto dies in the trade as well. A 2-for-1 here for YANDEX as they now try to dive the mid lane, find Mira here on the Shadow Shaman. Boundless Strike will connect. A little bit of a swashbuckle. No foul play for another 10 seconds, so they should pick up this kill. And with this, well, and it's a little bit later than they would expect, but they do manage to finish the job. Teleport out. Do you get the root, the ensnare? No, Nightfall. Does not win the RNG.
Yeah, that TP feels bad. That's a really big dive.
Yeah, that's just going straight for the Rolling Thunder, securing a kill here. Like you said, there's not much they can really do about this. So Warlock surviving as long as he can, but Mira actually caught out on the backside of this as well. And yeah, so we're gonna see the Battle Fury online for the Troll Warlord. Mira just stuck under the Wukongs, but a Boundless Strike off the mark, drops the wards, but a Fiend's Grip is there. The Golem coming out as well, but you don't really have the follow-up damage. Changing of the guard will get Chira outside of those wards, and he's safe. I mean, you don't have Rasta wards either, so it's like if your Shaman's dying mid lane, which we're gonna see them make the jump in the mid lane here onto Chira Jr. The Ray's actually off the mark. Boundless Strike onto 2. Notice with the Rolling Thunder, gonna be able to interrupt the back line, but they do manage to finish off the first kill. We'll see if you can look for more here, but it's just going to be TA2000 standing on top of the Shadow Fiend. Requiem goes off at the last second. Song of the Siren out, trying to close the gap, but they've only managed to catch the Troll and the Centaur. Troll's a pretty scary hero. Toronto, Tokyo blinks forward, gets the stomp onto Solo as the chase now continues underneath the Tier 1 tower. Gets baited instead, and now that will be the Tier 1 going back for Aurora. Great use of the blink, like you said. Very low. Pops the Amplify Damage rune as well. So this will be a very difficult contest, but notice with the Rolling Thunder, will walk in, catch both supports. The Roshan is dead. Nightfall gets the Aegis. Golem comes down, stops everything Solo's trying to do here, and you just pick up the Bane for free. The question is, can you get out on the rest of YANDEX? Noticed and Chira Jr. potentially in trouble here. That is a short range swashbuckle, the shield crash, but double raise connecting, slowing him up so much. Toronto, Tokyo with a stun. There's the third raise. Your Pango's dead. Your Bane's dead. Looking mid. This is blink reveal from Kiyotaka. The triple raise into the Stampede. Shackle now from Mira. Nice Rolling Thunder. But a BKB from Chira Jr. trapped inside the wards. He actually leaves the Wukongs immediately, but they're going to get the double kill for this. Kiyotaka, Requiem at the last second, does get the Monkey King. Really nice use of that final raise, but TA2000 the right time. Mira, blink in, gets the Shackle, quick triple raise, and with this, another one for Kiyotaka.
I wonder how he saw him.
Oh, they found Solo as well. Do they have a way to cancel? Okay, you just have enough damage. Yeah. That works too.
He had a good night of sleep.
Oh, stomp off the mark. Chira Jr. dodging this out for now. Both teams need to be careful. Kiyotaka has an Invis rune. The Shackle comes out. Ursa able to get on top of the Shadow Shaman and take him out of the fight. Golem dropped onto the backside as there's going to be Solo picked off as well. Double buyback from the supports of YANDEX as Aurora still playing down 2, but they are strong. Jira Jr. able to bound the strike away. He should have plenty of distance to survive. Now Shadow Fiend bashed up, in trouble. Toronto Tokyo cannot save him. Used that cart earlier, the BKB into another bash. Ethereal gonna buy him a little bit of time, but that is such a good turn here from Yandex. Goes 4 for 2.
This hero,
so mobile.
Yeah, and you don't think of mobility when you have like the muscle memory of like it's easy to kill, but it really isn't.
Jira Jr. giving him so much information to bound the strike to get on top of the troll. He gets put in the cart though. He's gonna survive the the Ghost Shroud again, just to stall this one out, but Troll Warlord Nightfall's gotta pop the ult. He gets bashed up, getting kited now, but can they get away? He gets slept instead. Big Requiem. They take down the Monkey King, but a massive win here for Yandex, getting both Troll.
He's probably
and
thinking,
Sent.
you know, regretting the axe purchase and wish he had BKB a little bit earlier.
Panto scouted out, Blink Abyssal, Hex out from Mira, but has the Enrage. He's back in. Toronto Tokyo Stomp comes through. They do buyback on the Warlock. Jira Jr. manages to find Kiyotaka as well, but they need to start dealing with this Ursa, and they can't. Nightfall pops the BKB, turns onto the Naga Siren. This will be a dieback. There's the Battle Trance, but he just gets away for now. Pops the Song of the Siren, both supports dead. Jira Jr. now outnumbered, pops the Wukong's command to try and make some space here. Turns his attention over to the Centaur, but again, this Ghost Scepter doing so much work, and Kiyotaka will punish him for that aggression. Aurora somehow just completely wipes them.
Fight it, or do you give it up?
I mean, they're gonna go for the song and try and just find the backline. Ursa's gonna try and just finish the Roche instead. Kiyotaka with the roar, the golem comes out, they get the kill. Aegis is on the deck, and it's gonna get snatched. He does manage to take it away, but Kiyotaka just splits the fight in half, takes down most of Yandex, and TI-2000 is on the run. The BKB about to expire. Rooted up now in his second life. He's gonna stand no chance. They'll be able to grab the Shadow, or grab the Naga with the help of the Shadow Shaman, and Ursa will die back-to-back. Problems actually getting away for the moment, but not for long. That is a huge win, a 5 for 0. They get a buyback out of Jira Jr. He don't have the Aegis.
That would be ideal for Radiant.
I mean, they're scouting ahead. They get the scan. They have a pretty good idea now of where they are, but Nightfall leading the charge. Panto would be a great grab. They get the nullifier. He's dead, and now the stun's on to Nightfall. He gets the BKB. There's the Battle Trance save, though, from the cart. He's stuck into the trees. He's going to get dragged around, trying to keep his hands onto anything. Song of the Siren will buy some time, but here comes Kiyotaka. Takes down one, Refresher out. Second Requiem, not even used. He's going to pop the BKB, look for the supports, and there it is. Lines it up, finds another kill. 3 for Kiyotaka.
Typically checking the rune, getting the DD, the AD. The Troll is getting a second item. I think he's buying a Refresher, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, all right. Nice opening here onto the Shadow Shaman. Foul play's gonna proc, and there's the cheese! He's back to full HP. Toronto Tokyo actually pulls him into the cart for some reason. Jira Jr. looking for a Wukong's command opening, is not gonna get it, and Nightfall fighting his own battles. Actually pop Battle Trance and BKB for this. Naga Siren one-shot from the Requiem.
Literally one shot.
And there's a second one in the tank.
Oh boy. Stay away from this guy.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that Nightfall's zoning off 4 heroes, he's going to jump in aggressively here. They get the roll-up taunt, or stun out now from Toronto Tokyo, and with the chase for the Bane, that's going to be 2 diebacks. This one's looking pretty over here for the side of Yandex. Troll Warlord, ultimate at the ready. He's going to use it. And with this, Shadow Fiend has a whole BKB, a whole set of spells. Here comes the Requiem. The GGs are out, and Aurora taking a very solid game 1 here over Yandex.
Good game. Very good game.
That was really fun. That was a great one to watch.
And they've got the Stampede to get in position. Here's his potential timing for Miro with, say, the Blink.
And we've seen how much he was able to do last game, so, you know, maybe even scarier for this one.
Nice little glimpse here, topside from Panto, and Mira's gonna TP in. Batrider very happy to fight against these 2 tanky melee boys. Gonna start stacking up that napalm, and now there's gonna be a great kinetic field to lock them in place. Solo cannot help them out, and first blood will go to Nightfall on the Phantom Lancer.
That one hurts, because this could be a play.
That's a really nice boundless strike. Glimpse will get him out of the way, so Nightfall trying to just make some space and survive this one, but Panto dead to notice. Nightfall does manage to get out as a result.
And that's also why, like, Monkey is what's happening with double TPing for the rune fights.
Yeah, Kiyotaka. Yeah. Toronto Tokyo bottom lane, maybe in a little bit of trouble. Will pop the Stampede. Sonic Wave can't catch. He's gonna go for the TP instead. Sonic Wave will catch now, and he will die in the fountain.
Pressure he's doing a lot.
As we're gonna see the 12-minute power rune spawn, it will come bottom. Queen of Pain is here. In comes the Wukong's command. Nice ultimate here from Panto. The Requiem being thrown as well. The snowball to dodge it out. They're doing their best to fight inside of this silence. Cannot do it. They're going to bring Solo here as well, but here comes Nightfall on the Phantom Lancer, looking to try and close the gap. Is Mira as well. Does have so much damage coming through from the Batrider. He dies in the process. He gets denied, actually, from
really
Nightfall.
Cool, really cool deny.
Very clean. Notice going to be glimpsed back out of this fight. Snowball doesn't come through in time, but TA2000 is just still doing a ton of work here on this Queen of Pain, and Nightfall gets golemed now in the center. Solo turns his back, walks away.
Yeah, he knew he was dead. I mean,
he is very much ready to fight. Panto top lane going to send the glimpse. Mira actually blinks in initially, but here comes the lasso. The raises should do the job. They do. Nice static storm to zone them out, but a really nice boundless strike from Chiro Jr. does find Nightfall. He's doing his best to get away here. Snowball will connect. They get the job. 2 for 1.
I think YANDEX is, much more chilled than in game 1.
Her Ags is also just crazy strong sometimes. Oh, what a tree cut from Mira. He has the lasso. He's going to drop, but the Golem comes out. Stampede as well. The static storm dropped right on top. Glimpse back into the center. Gets the raises to finish the job. Kiyotaka forced to throw the ult here. Going to tick out to the Blade Mail.
Just running to an Axe, like, I'm just not going to join.
I mean, think about how much agility he gets from Phantom Rush as well, right? This dude's going to like 200 damage. We're going to see the fight come out mid lane of all runes that almost bails him out, but Shadow Fiend will still die. TP out now coming through from the Disruptor in Toronto, Tokyo. No try and just TP out himself. Yeah, no Stampede, but support's not close enough.
Like, double Mjolnir is really hard. Like, they're hitting crazy timings. Like, there's a BKB on the Timber. Monkey has a BKB too. It's just very hard for Dire to fight this. We've seen that before. I mean, at this point, this is just space making by the Tusk. I think he's like staying in between his team and the enemy team. He's definitely not happy about this death because he was really close to his Blink Dagger.
This is a pretty big kill if they can find TA2000. He needs to get the glimpse into the Static Storm. He's done it. Toronto Tokyo is here, but look at the Blade Mail and all of this life steal just coming back her way. Okay, they will get the first life. Solo nearby, no Golem for 5. Requiem, does he get the cast? He does, perfect. And there you go. A couple seconds is the difference there between him living and dying. BKB TP out from the Timbersaw. This swings a lot of momentum back their way.
There is like a little bit of a pattern because I remember...
Hold the phone. They just go in to fight at the Tormentor. Kiyotaka, he's going to go down. Nightfall trying to do what he can here on the Phantom Lancer, but he doesn't have the damage. They clean up big.
PL comes online. So, typically getting the BKB first, and now looking at a Shivas on Timber, now looking at a Mjolnir on Monkey.
Oh, great blink in here from Notice. Pops the BKB immediately. Stampede is there. They're going to cancel that TP out. So Disruptor is dead. I think they're just going to take that and be okay with it.
No BKB on Timber, so he has to watch out because the lasso is ready. They're looking at the ward that they have. They're not going to be shy to engage if Team Yandex overstay.
Yeah, Mira needs to find his target. Goes in, goes for the Monkey King. Requiem precast, actually fears off the Warlock. He can't bail him out. Big stomp onto the backside, gets 2 more, and Solo running for the hills will TP out.
So I've seen this movie before.
The Blink Lasso, they find the Monkey King. BKB's at the ready. Chiro Jr. will just turn on to Kiyotaka with the Wukong's command, but they bait it out with the Stampede. And he is stuck here for now. They need to be able to break this kind of disengage, changing of the guard, buying him a moment of breathing room here. As he will jump back into the Static Storm glimpse, but he's not close enough on the edge, so they will not be able to really follow this up with too much Golem. Gonna get dropped here by the Warlock, and Kiyotaka in a rough spot. In comes TA2000 trying to finish the job, and they will. A massive kill here, but Nightfall he actually just can't do it.
Yeah, he can't. Massive damage by the Quap. I mean, the difference this fight, no Requiem on SF.
Yeah,
they need to respect.
They're going to have the Shivas coming out here in just a moment. TA2000, like you said, needs to be careful of the lasso. They've got the Lotus Orb already placed on top of her. Banner's going to get cleared up. Their Blink Requiem out from Kiyotaka. Managed to fear off just one, but they get the lasso, and that has sent Chiro Jr. into the middle of absolutely nowhere. Notice going to be forced to BKB. Nightfall deep on the backline, trying to finish off Solo. The Glimpse puts him at no HP. A stomp now onto the Queen of Pain. She's on the high ground, just tanking the enemy team, but she will lose the Aegis. The question is, can you kill her a second time? Can problems bail her out?
Glimpse.
They don't have it quite yet. Problems buying some good time, but he is in trouble now as well. Notice needs to get out of here, but you're playing against a Disruptor. You know you're going to get sent right back into the enemy team, and there it is. Big Sonic Wave out, though. Can they find more? Notice trying to get to safety, but he can't do it. Kiyotaka under pressure here from TA2000. He's going to finish the job. Gets a kill onto the Batrider as well, but Nightfall is back looking for a solo. It's a big fight win. It's a big hold here for the side of Aurora. You don't
want to make sure that
strength of the Batrider. There's the lasso. It's a double lasso. He just got an axe. Oh my goodness. The Warlock tries to bail him out and just gets delivered to death's door instead. Problems. Glimpse back into the side of Aurora. They will run into the Centaur, and with this, they do get the kill. So your Stampede, one of your Blink initiators, now sidelined for a little while.
Yeah.
Does have buyback, but
Roche is in 20. Or it may respawn.
Yeah,
actually.
may respawn in 20. Yeah, you're right.
Not yet, not yet. They could get knocked too.
They're going to actually scout the TP in from Kiyotaki. Gets the blink out, forced to BKB. Going to throw the Requiem. Does have the refresher. And with it, he's going to let it rip immediately. Try and bring down this Monkey King. Just shake your head. What can you do? Solo forced the runaway. Kiyotaka stuck inside the ice shards. Force staff to get him to safety, though. Can they actually bail out the Shadow Fiend? They're going to buy back now on the Centaur. He does have a Stampede. Doesn't quite use it as he TP's in. This fight kind of falling apart for Aurora on their own high ground, but finally Nightfall will show up. TP out now from the Timbersaw. Positioned on your side of the map. You just finished this Bloodthorn as well. Panto looking for an opening. The lasso. Who's he got? Warlock as well as the Timbersaw. The Requiem just deleting the backline as Kiyotaka heals through it all. Static Storm is down looking for this Queen of Pain. She's going to be able to dodge it out for the moment. They do manage to get themselves the Disruptor. Cheer Jr. trying his best to dodge this one out and bide his time here inside the Wukong's command as the buybacks are come through. Notice wants to get into this fight a second time. TA2000 in aggressively. Nightfall does need to be careful, able to dodge this one out for the moment. The second Requiem, he connects again, fears off all three, but do they have the damage to finally bring down this Queen of Pain? Notice stands his ground, pops the BKB, but TA2000 with the blink away. There's the Glimpse, Disruptor is here, wants to put a stop to this, and they do. Chiro Jr. is gonna die back as well. It's the Shadow Fiend, you said it.
It's time to buy Andisk. It's time to Q5 Andisk, because I don't know how you deal with this without Andisk. You have like 0.5 seconds to react to a 5k damage nuke.
Oh, that's a neat little, the OD staff, yeah, the Outworld staff to dodge the Glimpse, kind of nice.
Very nice tool. Honestly, big statement by Kiyotaka in this game.
Batrider doing what he does best, finding a hero to die back. Dropping the golem. It seems like desperation's kicking in here a little bit as a blinked aggressive to go ahead and drop the Static Storm, and there it is. GG comes out, and Aurora, I don't know if it's the first 2-0 of the entire day, but
one of the few ones for sure. Yeah.
I mean, the first two groups are all split 1-1. Aurora gets a 2-0. That's huge.
It doesn't really tell the story of the best of two, because Yandex put up a really good fight, and there were lots of sequences where